All right, good morning, everyone. So I want to introduce to you the newest car added to the collection. The car was bought mainly to be used at ABS and other local events as a seat time car. I know that normally doesn't last very long with us, but seat time car is the goal on this one. It's to be able to go get doors, have fun, street drive it there, drive it back, and just kind of have a good time with it. So here it is. The original name for the car is Maze. I don't know if we're going to keep it Maze or change it to something else, but I just got it late last night. Just got it home about 1 o'clock in the morning, so wanted you guys to see and be the first ones to see the new car. This is what it looks like. So pretty simple. It's a 328i. It does have M3 doors on it. It has some over fenders on it. We have a slight problem here that we need to work out. Basically, he lost the wheel locks, and the wheels are locked on, permanently locked on. So don't know how we're going to get that off. We have to get creative there. Everything in here looks pretty simple, pretty stock, very OEM. Has a towel here. That means probably something's leaking with this, so we have to figure that part out. Has some glass depots, so, oh, no it doesn't. Has some plastic depots. So, plastic lights. Very simple car. Has the front bumper in there. The interior's not too bad. The dash and everything's not broken or torn. This is bent. This looks like the hood kind of came up and went hayak and smashed this. So roof delete, probably a big Duck Club kit there. I don't know what body kit this is. It's pretty cool. It's very big though. I mean, it's yeah, the fitment is more than my whole hand to fit in there. So definitely need to do something with that. Has an LTW wing, but it seems a little messed up or a little loose or something. Someone tried to pull on it or push on it. And the rear trunk doesn't latch or come down. So working with that, but overall I'm pretty happy, pretty stoked with it. Some small things that need to be fixed, and then we're gonna go run this thing. So overall goal is probably just to wrap these black so they look the same color as the car. Just figure out the suspension setup. We'll probably put some feels on it, maybe some Wise Fab on it just to make it easy. So basically all my spare kits match. That's kind of like the main goal, is that I can take this with very minimal parts and go drive it and fix it and whatever if I need to. So that's going to be the game plan on this. I don't know where it's going to go after that. Sometimes it goes crazy. Sometimes it just, doesn't really go anywhere. But that's the game plan. Let me get working on this. It also has a fun electrical game. It's will it start, will it not start? So that's something that needs to be worked on. It's right there. It looks like a little wiring spaghetti mess. So I guess the guy sold the car to someone and then got the car back, and that's how, when he got it back, that's how it was. So definitely need a little bit of love there. It does have an energy steering wheel, so it's got a good start on it. It has some kind of short shifter, but it's not garagistic, so we're going to put a garagistic one on it. Has no e-brake in it yet, so it needs a lot of work. This seat's a little rough as well, but overall quite decent. I need to vacuum everything because it's a little dirty in here. Looks like it has a door panel right there. That door panel's on, so it has some of the interior pieces. The roof piece is gone, but that's okay. We're just gonna put a delete on it because this looks like a little mangled anyways. So let me start working on it. I think the first thing I need to do is figure out if I can get it started. He also said it has an oil leak, so there is a lot to go over on this car. Seems like the price of what I paid for it, but I don't think it's anything I can't handle. So we're gonna probably push it back a little bit. It looks like the exhaust hanger is a little floppy-doppy as well. So I'm gonna do that. We're gonna start making a list and then go from there. But I just want to show you guys the car, introduce it to you. Don't know what we're gonna keep for the name, but we'll work on that first. I guess we'll work on that as life goes on with this car. But first thing is probably to get started so I can move it. Once I can move it, I gotta see if I can get those wheel locks off and make sure it's not low on oil or leaks or anything crazy. So let me get to it. I'll let you guys know what we're doing first. Probably wiring. Fun. Okay, so I decided to tackle this project first with these guys. And what I found out is, obviously I couldn't find the actual stud piece. It's like a raised style inner lock situation. So what I ended up doing was I took this and I hammered this guy in. And if you hammer it in, it will get tight enough. And then I was able to, it messes it up a little bit, but then I was able to break it loose. So I got one off, and no, I got two off actually. So I'm just going to keep going and hammer all these off and hopefully get this off plus whatever weird spacer is behind it, because I think it's converted from 5 by 120 to 5 by 114. So in order for any of my wheels to fit, this whole assembly has to come off. Plus it has a lot of camber. It is on a set of BCs, so eventually we're going to fix the BC problem too. But for now, I'm probably going to push this out because this is like ridiculous camber. I mean, I'm talking, I don't know, maybe 10 degrees of camber, maybe 12 degrees of camber. I'm not sure. They're just raked all the way in, and then the lower control arm looks like it's extended 3 inches out. So it's like this. So let me figure out if I can get this off and get this wheel off, and yeah, wish me luck. All right, so I got the wheel spacer off, and yeah, it was very loose, like hand tight, which is not great. And my guess was correct. This is a 5 by 114 wheel, and I need to put a 5 by 120 wheel on it. I have some of these style 5s that I had from way back in the day. They're quite dirty, but it's okay, it'll work. And sure enough, when this goes to go on, it does not actually go on. So the bolt pattern is incorrect for what we're trying to do. And I don't have any long enough studs to put these guys on, or any bolt, like actual BMW hardware. So I found we have some Garagistic hardware. So I need to find lug nuts for them, but we do have the Garagistic wheel studs themselves. So this is actually a batch from last year and from the previous year. So I have some leftover Garagistic hardware. They're the longer studs, which it's fine. I mean, it's whatever, it's a race car. So we're gonna put some longer studs on it and get this thing figured out, and yeah, go from 1 to 2, because this is a lot better option than what I had. So let me get the studs on. The studs are pretty easy actually. You just thread them into the factory BMW hole, and you put red Loctite on the back, and you torque them down to 25 foot-pounds, and you're ready to go. So let me torque these down, get them set up. We'll get the new wheels on the front. Okay, it already looks way better. I don't know if it's just me or the Style 5s or what. Also, I took all of the camber out of it. I mean, I went from all the way max this way to all the way max that way. So took all the camber out of it, and now it looks closer to probably like a 4 or 5 degree, which is kind of what we need. We don't need it straight up and down, but we definitely don't need it at 12 where it was. Here's the difference. So if you look at this one, it's basically like, looks like it's broken. I mean, it's this far in on the fender, and then this one is only, yeah, I mean, like it's actual proper fitment. So I'm excited. We might have to change how this, might have to cut some of this, but either way, I'm excited that it's a lot better looking. It's going good. So we're getting there. We will definitely work on it, but yeah, from this fitting to that fitting is a big change. So let me keep working. Let me do the other side. Definitely remove some more of these stickers, and yeah, just keep on jamming with it. We'll get it sorted out soon, something like that. All right, hang on. All right, so now it's time to investigate everything in the back. So I got it up in the air. We have some good old RCA cables in here, some stuff in the trunk. The battery needs to be held down somehow. There's no battery hold down. So we're going to get this going. I'll probably put an anti-gravity battery in it because those things rock and they're much lighter. So first things first, this is the hanger situation. This looks like a trackside fix for sure. I mean, yeah, that's a little trackside fixer. That means it's hanging. Oh yeah, the middle is not connected either. Look at this. So that means it's hanging from, oh yeah, the hangers are broken. That means it's hanging from the header only, which is not good. That's definitely not a good scenario. The diff looks like it's a little leaky, for sure. I mean, it's leaked this much in the very short period of time that it's been here, which is just overnight. So it has some Condor stuff in it, so we'll probably swap that out. Some Condor bushings up here. I don't know what we'll do with the subframe. Also, it doesn't have adjustable lower arms, so we need to try and adjust as much as possible to see how this is. That bolt looks a little questionable though. Let me see. Let me see this bolt up here. I would imagine that I need to tighten that. Look at this. I can spin with my fingers. So that's gonna fall out. So I need to check the brakes, make sure that's all together before I actually go drift this thing. It has BCs on it, but it has a divorce setup, which I'm not a big fan of. So we'll probably be swapping that out. It looks like someone has done the rear subframe reinforcement though, so that's really good. I can't fully see the trailing arm pockets, but it looks like they are welded in. I don't think they pulled the fuel tank, but they are welded in. So that's a good start. That means a lot of this has been done decent. Still has the big vibration dampener here too to make it more comfortable for vibrations. That guy's coming out for sure. That's like a 15-pound weight or 10-pound weight for no reason. It's the heaviest little weight ever. It's got some stock. This is a stock axle. This is an AutoZone special axle, it looks like. And it looks like the car's very low with no droop. So it's probably not set up right as far as ride height and shock height. The problem is if you lower the car a lot here, but you don't set up the droop correctly, when it bottoms out, it actually punches through the top. So we actually see more of these, like more of the divorce setup, destroy the top shock towers than we do on the standard ones. So this is something that we're probably going to change. We'll probably just honestly swap it out for a set of feels. We'll probably also swap these guys out. It doesn't look like, well, he's not running a sway bar because there's no sway bar on the car. And the diff was, so he said he was drifting it. The only thing is that, look, it just one wheel fires. So if he was drifting it, it's not anymore. So whoever welded the diff, it's either broken inside the diff or they lied to him and they didn't weld it. So not too sure. We'll have to pull the diff out, open it up, see what's actually inside, what's actually going on. I thought it was a stub axle broken, but this spins, the drive shaft spins. And when I spin this side, let's see, does the drive shaft still spin? Oh yeah, the drive shaft still spins here too. So I'm not too sure. I guess we'll have to kind of look at it and figure out what exactly is going on with it. Best bet is probably pull the diff out of it so I know kind of what's jamming on the diff. The bad part is if I pull the diff out, I'm going to automatically want to go to WiseFab everything, like upper and lower control arms, because the diff's already out and it's so much easier just to put it on. And if I do that, then I'm going to want to go to M3 trailing arms, and it's going to get out of hand really quickly. So I'll probably not do, but I can't drift it like this. Okay. I don't know. I will see. I'll figure it out right now. I'll go look and see what diffs I have. If I have a good diff out there, I'll swap the diff. And I mean, it's stock axles, but we're not running any kind of crazy grip, so we should be fine on the stock OEM axles. So maybe I'll just swap the diff and swap the upper and lower control arms since I have it out, and we'll leave the rest of it all together. Oh wait, I can't swap the control arms. I guess I might be swapping just the diff, because if I swap the control arms, I have to be on a coilover, and I don't have a coilover for this car, so we're not swapping the coilovers because we don't have a set. So, all right, let me figure it out. Let me go look around and see what I have out back, but we'll probably do something. Oh, and before I go too far, we're definitely going to fix this. That's not going to happen either. So, as I was taking the rear wheel off, I realized that there's only 4 lug nuts, or 4 lug studs, and one of them was pretty stripped out, which is obviously not very good. So I tried to cut the other one out, but I couldn't get it to cut out. So I had to drill it out. And after drilling it out, it's not very round, so I'm gonna have to try and run a tap in it and get this hole back. So, plus I didn't have any way of holding it, so I put 2 studs in it. Then I used a big pry bar. Oh, there we go. And lock it in like this, so that I can twist without spinning the whole thing, because I still haven't fixed the diff yet. But I just saw this and was like, well, that's not good. I can't run out with 4 lug nuts. So I'm going to fix this. Just thread this in. This is M12 by 1.5. And hopefully get this thing figured out. I mean, this is kind of the thing with the older BMWs. You don't really know until you start getting into it what's actually going on with it. So I did get the exhaust welded up though. It looks quite nice. It's very, very simple. Just a simple hanger right down to there. So now this is held up. And then underneath there, I'll show you guys, but underneath there, I literally just used 2 hose clamps. Oh, there we go. See, 2 hose clamps. So I ran 2 hose clamps. It holds it nice and sturdy. And now with one hanger, the exhaust basically doesn't move. It just moves just a little bit for vibration, but it's not going to be bad. So Hopefully it's not too loud. If it's too loud, I'm going to chop this all off and go back to a stock exhaust, because I don't like how these things sound with like the trumpet sounding on them. But first big problem is this guy. So let me fix this, and then we'll take the other wheel off, and hopefully I can get to the diff tonight, because I only have right now till I have to start working on something else. I have a whole other project coming in, which is kind of super top secret, but you guys will see that next. But for right now, I gotta get this as far as I can. Also, I ordered a DME. So ordered a DME from a guy in Visalia, and I guess he does them all the time. He knew exactly what I needed, so he ordered it. And the tune that I got on it, and I can leave it down in the comment, but the tune I got on it is basically for M50 manifolds, because I'm gonna put an M50 manifold on this. Cold air intake, like cat back exhaust, and something else. Oh, and the delete for the EWS, of course, and the bypass pump valve thing to delete. So hopefully we'll delete all that stuff, make the car run the way it's supposed to do. I still have a bunch of oil leaks and other things to fix, but I just want to show you guys like the first steps of what this thing is coming to. And I don't know, Maze is kind of a good name, but I'm also thinking of another name. So we'll have to play around with names, but let me get this figured out. I really want to go rip this thing around and have fun with it. He says there might be a clutch problem too, so I might have to hit up ACT and get a good clutch in this thing. At least if I do, I know it'll last forever. So that might be a phone call I have to make on Monday. But for right now, let's get this situated. We'll go to the next part. Alright, so I got the diff back in. It's a 315, I put it in it. That's the only one I had at the moment. So I decided to open this guy. It's a 391, which is welded. Supposedly, but it doesn't look like it's been welded properly, because whatever they welded it to, or whatever they tried to weld it to, catastrophically failed. I mean, if this is the weld that they were thinking of welding, that wasn't very good. They might have just welded to the case right here or something. I'm not sure. Let me turn the ring around. Luckily it doesn't grind or sound funny or anything, or stop, so that means it might work, but nope, doesn't even line up with over here. I think they might have just welded it like this and then it just ate itself. So yeah, this was no good. We're gonna have to re-weld it and figure it out, but at least we figured out what it was. And yeah, the fact that he wasn't lying to me, he did have a welded diff, but it just wasn't actually like properly welded. So let me see. Yeah, there's a lot of the weld right here. So whoever welded it, yeah, they didn't really care about it or care to have it work. I bet you if I go fishing in here, I bet you can find the rest of it, all of it. Let me see. Let me do some investigating real fast with my handy dandy little magnet. I wonder if there's a plate or something in here. Like, did someone weld a plate in here, or did they just weld that little corner and hope for the best? There's actually not even there's not even metal in it. I mean, I'm sure there's probably metal somewhere in here, something chunking around, but there's no big pieces I can find. No. Oh, there we go. No. Small pieces. So, yeah, they just didn't really weld it correctly. But anyways, if you're welding a diff, either put the garagistic plate in the middle or make a plate in the middle and weld all the spider gears together. Don't just weld the edge of one gear to the edge of the case, because you're gonna have this problem. So maybe his clutch has nothing wrong with it. Maybe it was literally just this, and he was one wheel burnout. Alright, we're gonna keep going, but that's probably where we're gonna stop for tonight actually. We need to move this car out. I have another car coming in. Quite late, it's about 11 o'clock. I don't know how loud this thing is. I finally got it welded, all back on the ground, ready to fire up. So right now we have Alex's ECU in it. I tried to bypass all that EWS stuff. There's a bunch of wiring here that I cut out of it. There's also a bunch of wiring on the roof that I cut out of it, and a bunch of wiring in the trash can I cut out, and then also all this stuff that came out of it. So don't know, we basically just went on a cutting spree, cut everything out of it that wasn't supposed to be in there, and now it should be better or good to go. So let's this diff is not good, so we're gonna leave this here. Let's put the car kind of back together so I can get fired up and moved, and yeah, on to the next part of this project or next game. So anyways, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. I will see you guys soon. And but the next big part of this is ECU. Probably with Sam. He says that he found the plug connector, so we're probably going to get an ECU from Mr. Magmami over 961 Motorsports. And if not, he can tune our ECU, so that's pretty cool. It's just a OBD2 ECU. It's a 90, basically a 96 car, late 95. So he's going to tune that one. And then we'll probably go to Garagistic and get all the goodies we need to put this thing together. Order a set of coilovers for it for the rear. See what we need from WiseFab, and hopefully have on the next episode like a full changeover to everything that needs to be. Also, I was gonna wrap these fenders, but the paint's pretty bad on the whole car. So I think we're just gonna rattle can it black, just so it's all at least kind of one color. Because the paint's fading on the roof anyway, so there's no point in having a perfect, a perfectly wrapped car. So probably just wrap it, or probably just paint it and send it from there. We'll see what it would be to wrap the whole car, but I don't know if I even want to go that far in depth with it. So anyways, we'll check it out. Have a good one. Thank you guys for watching. Subscribe. You'll see the next video. Let's send it.